Good evening and welcome back to another episode of Play the Hits. Since you're hearing my silky smooth melodic voice, it must mean that Nick is going to be continuing on with the Perfect Dark campaign this evening with Chris riding shotgun. How you doing, Chris?
Well, I'm touching myself now that you talked about your silky smooth voice, but other than that, pretty good. How are you, buddy?
I'm trying to get some mental images out of my head, and they're gone. Okay, so we are going to be continuing on with our poor man's Deus Machina, or what was that called? Deus Ex. Deus Ex. Yeah. I can never say that game's title without thinking of Yahtzee's pronunciation of Day of Sex.
Day of Sex. Oh, what a great time that was.
So Deus Ex. And so, anyways, yes. So we're going to be continuing on with Perfect Dark here. We're still slogging through Area 51. This is the last episode of the Area 51 story arc, so hopefully it goes better than the last episode where it took me a full hour to get through 2 stages. It's a bit of
hey, you know what? I thought it was impressive.
Bit of a recap. We found the alien buddy we were trying to save from the Carrington Institute. Now we got to break him out of military jail, prison.
Do we actually get to talk to him finally?
Oh, that'd be a spoiler.
Oh, okay. What the hell do you think you're doing? I'm gonna eat this alien. You can't stop me. And I am not sharing. What was that episode of The Simpsons? I can't wait to eat that monkey.
That was Burns, wasn't it?
I think it was Grandpa. It may have been Burns.
Yeah, it was Grandpa.
I can't wait to eat that monkey. Oh, God. Back in the good old days of The Simpsons being funny.
What's that noise?
So, we're now basically jumping back and forth on our playthroughs between 2 FPSs. One far more, well, I don't know. I guess you could call Perfect Dark more tactic-oriented. You aren't necessarily ducking for cover or anything, but there's a few more clever tools in your disposal, whereas Doom is just raw, like,
run and
carnage.
gun.
Yeah,
yep.
Like, just be a bigger aggressor than your opponent.
Yep, so between Doom and Perfect Dark, I hope you're not too burnt out as to that you won't be able to join me for my Fortnite stream tomorrow night.
Score. Can't wait.
Nah, just kidding.
Gonna pwn some noobs.
Oh, yeah. No, I can't get into Fortnite.
Ah, shit. Nick, I forgot to get my whiskey. I'll be back in 12 seconds.
Well, I can't let you miss any of the incredible action as I gun down these medical staff. So how's everyone doing tonight? It's been about 95 degrees the last couple days, but we got a nice breeze blowing here through the window. Don't know if you can hear Rex, but he's sitting next to me chewing on a bone right now. Just wants to be a part of things. So, what's everyone's favorite game out there tonight? Oh, thank God he's back.
Alrighty, I am back and now pouring myself a nice single malt scotch.
Chris, why is it you drink every time we get together?
Well, I tend to drink more when you're playing because I find it enjoyable to not have to do the work. And nothing says not working like sipping a nice scotch on the rocks. And there we are.
Alright, so we got our alien buddy dropped off for now. Now we just need to make our way through the hordes of medical staff. We'll come back for him.
I was going to say, you went through all that trouble to rescue him and just left him to fend for himself. Oh, boy. Oh, who are these fuckers? So what was the poison gas situation?
So he was trying to poison me with the gas, but he ended up poisoning both of us. So...
What an asshole.
I'm alive and he's dead. That's what matters.
That's right.
Oh.
Who's that fucker? So, while you're killing everybody and I'm enjoying my nice scotch here, I read an interesting article which basically said, I don't know how much validity there is to it, but that we've been drinking whiskey wrong all this time, and that you actually do want to cut the natural flavor of whiskey with just a little bit of water, because it like completely mellows out and makes smoother the drink as a whole.
You know,
There's something about the way that it interacts with it.
Just on principle, I ignore every article that begins with "I'm doing something wrong." I'm gonna guess it was a BuzzFeed article, right?
I was gonna say maybe I'm just a pussy and I just like a little bit of water with my whiskey.
Well, I mean, like when you're trying to clean with bleach, you want to put a little bit of water to activate it, which has nothing to do with this, so disregard that little household cleaning tip. But
it turns out bleach is just pure liquor.
I have heard the same thing, that you do need to put a little bit of water in there just to kind of I forget what it does. It's a chemical reaction of some sort.
Yeah, like there's some legitimacy to it. It does something with the flavor.
Somehow,
I believe it.
Yeah, somehow diluting it actually makes it stronger tasting. I forget the details, but
it's good stuff either way. Or at least the stuff that I have here in my office. Is pretty damn good.
Okay, for the record, this stage is incredibly rage-inducing. It's not super long, but it's easy to fail.
Oh, lovely.
There's a long route and a quick route. I'm going to go try to do the quick route.
And you can still get all objectives?
Yeah. Okay, see...
Sweet.
There's a route where if you take a little bit longer and let Jonathan escape at the end of the mission, he'll back you up on a mission later on in the game, which is important.
Ah, okay.
But if you make him stay behind and cover you, then he won't be there. And I'm
so
kind
it's
of
kind
trying
of like
to...
Shadow in FF6, huh?
Precisely, yeah. And I'm just trying to do a mental calculation of fail this mission 5 times and maybe get help, or... yeah. I think I'm gonna...
For Shadow.
Right? Shadow! Come on, I'm getting nervous!
Man, the first time I played that game, I just straight up left that poor bastard to die. Which kind of sucked, because I thought he was like the coolest character because he was a ninja.
Oh, yeah.
Like, oh wait, so you just lose Shadow? That sucks.
Him and his dog? Cool stuff.
Well, no, you get to keep the dog. I think if Shadow dies, the dog actually protects Realm.
Really? Like, this would be news to me.
We're probably gonna have to back this up with some research, but I think
oh,
so.
jeez.
I think hello. Shoot. He shot the guy in the dick that time. Impressive.
Yeah, Jonathan can hold his own, but he tends to like to engage everybody.
He's like, no survivors.
He won't rest until we've killed everybody in Nevada.
Jonathan, please, we're hopelessly outgunned. They've got to die.
All right, we'll surprise her. Oh.
Trust me, you guys, you don't want to be surprising her. Knuckles? Yeah, I showed up. I kind of had to see this alien thing for myself. Knuckles is a harsh skeptic.
I'm not going to ask his opinion on Ghost and telepathy.
The truth is out there, that's all I'm going to say. But I believe that truth to be our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Thought it was the Master Emerald.
Lord and Savior, Master Emerald. As I joked last night on Doom, I fear that my personality and Knuckles are slowly merging into one.
Like he's your alter ego, like you're Aghanim to your Ganon?
Well, it was kind of weird because I didn't realize I was doing it, but when you stepped away for a little bit last night and I was describing my dinner, I began just using Knuckles' voice without any kind of irony. Like, I just slipped into basically my grandmother's accent, and which is largely where the Knuckles voice comes from and why I do such a spot-on Jersey accent despite having never lived there. Oh, shit. How did he fucking survive that nade? Good God.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
I am not having fun. See, now, the trick is to not...
Guys.
The trick is to not murder Jonathan.
Oh, I see. So he doesn't have invincibility,
The trick is not to murder him or let him be murdered.
Did it just say alien med pack has been admitted? Oh.
Yeah, I had to use the med pack to revive him.
I see. Poor creature.
This is how Rex gets up in the mornings.
Oh god.
I'm alive. I thought I'd be chopped up like the
Take
others
me
by
to your
now.
leader.
Did you, don't you?
They just fill him with like the most generic like 1950s alien dialogue. Greetings, humanoids.
Speak our language.
Watch her, she's sharp.
I am Galgamak from the planet Zebulon.
What's wrong?
I have a headache.
Why did I say
This
Zebulon?
brave, that's no joke.
He's
Yeah,
just
what
a
is-
Hebrew alien.
Can you walk?
You might as well have said
You must leave
Hebron.
before they get organized and hunt us down.
Hebron, yeah. Greetings, I can't do a Jewish accent. I'm not even gonna try. It's just gonna come out racist to everybody.
Well, Joanna, I'm Protector 1. But you can call me Elvis.
Elvis?
Oh, that's right. You name him Elvis. That's great. Oh shit! Good God! Those guys have a surprising tolerance for grenades.
Okay,
What?
well, that didn't go well.
Did you see fucking Rambo there? Holy
See,
crap!
now the thing is, you can't use the grenade launcher on the stairs.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, okay, we can
But
speed
still,
this
he
up a
took
bit
like
this time.
3 grenades and like an entire clip of bullets.
Yeah,
God.
okay. Gonna be a little bit, it's been about a year since I've played this, by the way, so forgive me.
Yeah, that's alright, man. If nothing else, we could always just rebrand this into an episode of Get Good.
It's not a bad idea.
but it's not. It's also not going to insult you either. I hope.
No, I mean, it is perfect age, and this game wasn't exactly easy for its time either.
Did you see? Holy shit! Speaking of Get Good, did you see the Mega Man X finale?
I have not seen that yet. I'm a little behind on videos, which is surprising considering how much free time I've had lately.
Well, basically the whole thing ended with me. I did beat the game, but I ended up giving myself like a D+ overall.
Oh, you did not get the big boss rank, did you?
No, I beat Sigma. I used all 4 sub-tanks, and still, like, if he had hit me one more time, I would have died.
So it was like that time
that's
I
how
was-
sloppy that fight was.
You know, we're just gonna restart this immediately.
We're not even going to dignify this run.
Okay. So it was pretty much a repeat of when I was over at your house that one time, and Sigma was like one shot away from dying, and then he got me, and then I was like, alright, we're not doing any more of this. I'm not filling up 4 sub-tanks again.
Oh man, yeah, I'm obviously I can beat the game, so that's something, but I'm also not very proficient at it either. I mean, if it weren't for the sub-tanks and the upgraded armor, like, it would have been no contest. And I was even exploiting his weaknesses, like I wasn't just doing Buster only or anything.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
Strangely enough, that was the only one of the X games that I needed to exploit all the weaknesses. All the other Mega Man X entries, I was purely an only Buster run.
Oh, interesting. Because I'm kind of the opposite. With the exception of X4, I've kind of found they all get, like, progressively harder. Like, X2 I beat once, ever, and I think Max did half the work for me. I've never beat X3.
Really?
And as I said, I've beaten X4 plenty of times, but I tend to be way better with 0 than I am with X. And then X5 and 6, once again, haven't really beaten. I've just YouTubed them. Just to kind of see what happens and how good people are.
Okay, we're gonna lethally inject this guy.
Oh, shit!
Feature
Whoops.
1 is sedate, feature 2 is lethal injection.
That's smart.
That is awesome.
I thought that was the coolest thing when I was a kid.
That in the other hand.
What is this? Why is my heart beating so fast?
That made
What
for,
have you
like,
done?
when we'd play multiplayer at my cousin's house, we would all just do only tranquilizers and just try to use lethal injection on each other.
That's hilarious.
Ah, the memories. This was my GoldenEye as a kid.
Way around here.
Like, oh yeah. Like, were you there for any of the nights when we, hung out in Chris Hudson's dorm room? And,
Nah, I was never invited.
Battlefield? Yes, you were.
We didn't even know each other back then, I don't think.
Yeah, but I think you knew them before you knew me. I do remember you were there at least one night.
Really? That's
Maybe
weird.
it wasn't Battlefield that we were playing, but you were there for something. But anyways, so we would do like from Battlefield 2, which is the only entry in the Battlefield series I actually gave a shit about. We did a couple of different things. We did Sniper Hide and Seek, which was a lot of fun. We did Dune Buggy Racing, and then we would get like to the highest peak of a given map, like usually on top of a crane or something, and just do really epic knife fights. Like the only weapon you were allowed was a knife, and half the time, at least one of us would plummet to our death.
Battlefield was really cool about that kind of sandbox stuff you could do, right?
Yeah, but before it just became a Call of Duty clone. I mean, it still has way more open-ended maps than Call of Duty, which is kind of its still claim to fame. But for me, it never quite...
Watch this.
Nice, Ricochet. Never quite came back to the level of freedom as Battlefield 2. And that Ricochet just reminded me. Have you watched the 40-minute gameplay demo of Cyberpunk?
I have not, no.
Oh man, it really seems like CD Projekt Red is going to hit it out of the park again. I mean,
Well,
it looks phenomenal.
I mean, everybody is like expecting the moon from this game, right?
Yeah, but honestly, like I've tried to avoid the hype train on it and just let the developers do the talking. And what I have seen of it, I mean, they aren't shy about showing off the gameplay. They show you how big the city is, kind of the customization and RPG elements that you get out of it, some of the upgrades that you can do, and it is not only gorgeous, but it looks like it's just going to be every bit as fun as The Witcher 3. So I am extremely excited. Really open-ended mission structure, which is very nice, or quest structure, rather. Yeah, I could not be more excited for that game now. I don't think it has a firm release date yet, but it seems like, you know, being CD Projekt Red, they're not going to keep us waiting for 5 more years like Square Enix. They're actually working. And according to another interview that was recently put out, the game in its like extremely early beta phase is playable from start to finish.
Oh, for God's sake, Jonathan's dead now.
How much do we really need him anyway? But we needed him.
He was apparently vital to the timeline.
Oh, lovely. Time paradox.
Again, this is the this is probably the most frustrating stage in the game. So once we're done with this, hey, we're golden.
Hey man, we're cool. I'm enjoying myself. And once again, I'm just kind of gushing about Cyberpunk right now. But you've definitely got to watch that video. I think you'll be a believer after it's done. And given like just how much I love CD Projekt Red as a developer, I mean, that's awesome. They've already said that they plan on releasing DLC similar to the size and scope of The Witcher 3. And lo and behold, The Witcher 3 is the only DLC that I've ever thought actually enhanced and even succeeded the main game in certain parts.
Yeah, that really was the gold standard for DLC.
Yeah.
Both the Toussaint and the Hearts of Stone.
Yeah, and I mean, there's a lot of ways that DLC can go extremely wrong, but CD Projekt Red is like the template for how to do it right. Hearts of Stone is probably, I think we've talked about this a little bit before, but I actually enjoy the plot of Hearts of Stone more than the main story. That whole deal with the devil thing and then reversing the curse, that's just cool. And it also took the game in some different directions, too. Like, there was part where it kind of like almost went survival horror for a little bit. That was just well done. In a game that is definitely not a horror game, like I actually felt more freaked out going through that haunted home than I did for a lot of actual survivor horror games.
What was I going to say about that? How did you finish the Hearts of Stone DLC? What ending did you choose?
Oh, I saved Ulbrich.
Olgierd, I think?
Olgierd, yeah.
Yeah.
Olgierd, sorry.
That was how I did it too, but I feel Joseph did the most Witcher... I feel maybe not the most Witcher appropriate, but the most appropriate ending. He actually just kind of stood there, lets Gantaro Dim take Olgierd's soul. And
shit.
when he said, okay, our bargain is complete, what would you like in return? He just just said nothing. I don't want anything from you. I don't want anything to do with you.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I'm just straight up done.
And the more I thought on that, the more I thought how appropriate it was. Like, you don't do anything. You don't get in his way. You don't make a deal with him. You don't ask him for anything. You don't ask for a reward.
So chaotic neutral Geralt.
Essentially, yeah. Like, I saw what you did to Olgierd. Not even going to shake your hand on the way out. No hello, goodbye. Just getting out of here.
I think for me, like, I respected Gaunter O'Dim so much as a villain that by the end of it, like, it became a point of personal pride that I had to outsmart him. Like, he is just that kind of villain that you love to hate. And he's just excellent.
Well, I mean, it really adds to that whole triumph in the end as well.
Oh, yeah. So Geralt is so clever as a monster hunter that he could even make a deal with the devil and come out on top. I mean,
the devil went down to Novigrad to steal himself a soul.
Yeah, right. Wouldn't it be great if Geralt just challenged him to a fiddle contest at the end? Fire on the mountain, run, boys, run. Geralt's in the house of the rising sun.
Oh, gosh.
Triss is in the bedroom taking off her clothes. Oh, shit. Wow, you are not taking any chances.
No, I'm just gonna saute this door with explosions and,
Don't you have, like, a proximity mine or something?
I have some remote mines, but it's almost more trouble to, go through them. Or to cycle through my weapons.
Have you and I ever played Super Smash Brothers Melee together?
I don't think so, because our friendship is still intact.
Okay, well, next time you come over here, we're going to have drink heavily and do a recording of that, because to this day, let me preface this by saying I'm not an overly superstitious man. Like, I don't buy, like, the whole ghost.
Oh, this'll be good.
But I am actually cursed. Like, I am the bearer of a curse when it comes to Super Smash Bros. Melee. And it seems like the most arbitrary curse you could ever imagine. But without fail, in that game, I will open any box, and at least 40% of the time, it will be bombs, and they will explode on me instead of my enemy. And that's not lack of skill. Like, I've put my time in, and I clean house with Falco. I'm pretty good, especially in no item rounds. Like, I'm very proficient with the controls and things like that. But no matter what, I will lose at least one life per match to, like, a random explosion. Like, I'll kick a box and it'll explode in my face. Like, there'll be a proximity mine that I set down and then completely forget about and step on, or like, my enemy will knock me perfectly right into it, or just some bombs will just start raining from the sky on top of me. And yeah, it was kind of a running joke in high school, but I am legitimately cursed, and it's kind of hilarious.
Yeah, that is some bad luck, my friend.
Yeah, so look forward to that when we finally play that game together. But yeah, that is the curse of Melee.
Was the alien med pack already administered?
Well, we can go see if he's alive.
Okay.
I mean, won't that be a dead giveaway, or am I missing something? Yeah, he seems like he's okay.
I guess I just missed the message. Okay.
I wasn't paying attention either. I was just so worried about all the grenades flying.
Okay, cool. We're doing better now.
Excellent. Oh, shit. Is that his UFO? Tell me you get to fly that out of here. Single seater. Oh, man. Looks like you're riding on top, buddy.
Okay, I'm gonna take the easy way out of this.
You're gonna shoot the alien?
I'm gonna let Jonathan do the hard work.
Nice.
But we can't leave you behind.
I like that little rainbow of military decorations Jonathan's wearing on his sleeve there that mean absolutely nothing.
He's impersonating a guard.
Oh, that's hilarious. Well, at least that makes sense, huh?
Okay, so I'm gonna let Jonathan activate the consoles, which...
Oh! Wow, these dudes are really durable. I mean, I know you're playing on the hardest difficulty, but...
The grenades are fairly small that come out of this gun, so you've got to be pretty on point with where they fall.
Yeah. I see. So it's not like that pistol you had from the last stage.
We're going by GoldenEye logic here, which is kind of wonky. Which, it's not the explosion that kills, it's the fire.
Ah, right.
This makes the whole night worth it.
Oh, that's awesome. Come on,
Alright.
start zapping people.
We're out of Area 51 now. We left Jonathan behind, but we'll figure
He'll
a
be
way
fine.
out.
He'll be fine.
Whew. Alright.
He'll go on to star in the next Bond movie. He's good.
We good on another episode? Or we good on another mission?
Oh, hell yeah.
Alright, I think
Where are we at? I think we're only about a half hour in, aren't we?
Yep.
I can see the main
Yeah.
entrance to the base.
Let's see here.
And I can just make out the cable car arrival point.
So we've moved to
yeah.
Alaska now.
Nice.
So now we're going to try to... Now that the alien is secured for our backup, we're going to try to stop Trent Easton from kidnapping the president.
Ah. I love how no matter what costume she's wearing, whether it's like a parka or a mini dress, it has to accentuate her boobs.
Can't shoot them.
I mean,
That
I'm not
was-
complaining.
What about the innocent?
I never really noticed.
I mean, how many snow codes do you know that like actually you can see cleavage through, Nick?
On this plan, you have to get the evidence of Trent's betrayal onto Air Force One and show it to the president.
What are these
Yes,
assholes
and
doing?
protecting from his abductors. Do you have any idea what Trent's plan might be yet? What about those blonde guys?
Only vague suspicions, and I won't distract you with those. Good luck. Carrington out.
Yeah, see?
Oh yeah, you're right.
I mean, those
Huh.
are some boobs that just won't quit.
I guess you're right there. Okay, now fair warning with this mission, it's a little hard to get a start.
Okay.
Okay.
How so?
You gotta take these guys out without the alarm being raised. We're off to a good start, so I gotta use my like little drug spy here to sedate people without them noticing.
Nice.
And if she sees a dead body, she freaks right out.
Oh, Hillary Clinton.
Yep.
Nice.
Oh shoot. I think there's a guy who comes out that I gotta...
Oh, there he is.
Okay.
Right in the penis. How do you do that? Nope, there she is.
Okay, those guys behind him saw.
You shot Hillary.
Alright. It's not like she's ever to become president.
Duff.
Yeah, no, I think that ship has sailed.
You know,
Hello.
worst case scenario, Joe Biden ended up running for president in 2016.
You know, I would vote for Joe Biden.
Well, I would. Well,
I
I
mean-
mean, I'd vote for Jack the Ripper in 2020 at this point.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, the one criticism you can level about Joe Biden is that he doesn't always control his mouth very well. But I think any human being on the face of the planet controls their mouth better than our current administration. So,
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think
oh,
we're
and we're
good.
officially on Trump.
Alright.
But yeah, that was. It's
Potatoes
kind of
and everybody.
ironic that just a few years ago, that was like the heavy criticism that was leveled on Joe Biden. Like, man, that guy just can't control his gaffes. Oh, and now you look at
Got her.
5 seconds of Trump's Twitter. Nice.
Okay.
Is
All right.
that Rex?
Yeah, he's jumping up and down on the couch. He has reasons, apparently.
Like, oh my god, I'm so excited. Nick, what are we playing?
Alright, so, gotta put on our disguise. And
Nick,
now
can I play
nobody...
tonight?
Now, no... We'll do multiplayer later, buddy.
Nick, give me the controller. Trust me. Trust me, I know a secret.
We're gonna pick up our proximity mine here.
Nick, jump off the mountain. Trust me.
No,
Secret
Rex.
level at the bottom.
We were over
There's a
this earlier. Jumping into the
there's a hard
spikes
tank.
did not give me bonus points.
There's a heart tank down there, Nick. I can feel it.
Well, in Mega Man, that was true half the times. There's usually something down those
right.
pits.
No, that's the great thing about a new Mega Man game is you have to jump down every hole at least once just to make sure.
Alright, so they think I'm the stewardess. That's good.
A woman in the office, clearly a secretary. You may pass. What she got in her arm? What she got in her arm? That's not coffee. You were told to bring us coffee. Oh,
It's okay. He's just sedated.
done in by my own misogyny.
He's just sedated.
Oh God. He's gonna wake up with a new hole in his head. It's okay. It's just a sedative. Pew, 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 pew. Just a sedative. He's fine.
Use that case to conceal your equipment.
Well, he's not dead, but he's also never gonna wake up. So we don't know what to call him.
Okay, now there's a very specific way to do this.
What was
Yeah, I
that
gotta get
line
them looking
from-
at me.
What was that line from King of the Hill when
Punch
Dale
her,
was dumping
punch
poison
him.
into the
That was
school?
perfect.
That was awesome, dude. Because the amount of poison it would take to knock out 3 kids would also kill an armadillo, and the kids might not wake up.
What's he saying? I can't hear him.
I think he's just showing you how big his gun is and how pro Second Amendment he is. He's also kind of short. I mean, I'm one to talk, but
I'm trying to figure out if my cover's been blown yet.
dude, but seriously, like, look at the perspective here. Joanna must be like 8 feet tall,
Yeah, I know, right? Because she's clearly lurching over him.
right? She's just like trying to intimidate him with her size. Puny man.
This is gonna have to do.
Do it. For the Empire.
The case will get stopped unless you do something.
Oh, who's that?
That guy who will blow my cover.
Oh. Hello. Cover blown. Hey, he got a dragon, though. Things are looking okay.
Okay, 13 seconds.
Start punching everybody.
Okay, I
Nice.
think we're good. So at this point, Trent Easton's guys take over and kill the guards here.
Ah, I see. Are there any really sensitive objectives in this one?
No, essentially it's just survive at this point.
Okay. Can do. Dokey dokey.
These guys are the first guys in the game who start using the AK-47, the K7 Avenger as standard equipment, and
Oh, lovely.
super, super powerful, unfortunately.
I was gonna say anything with the word Avenger in it tends to be pretty badass. Just keep shooting him in the dick and you'll be fine. You know
For the
what to do.
Sisterhood.
For the Sisterhood. Steal my wind, will you? Yep, right in the penis. Oh no, 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 no. No, this isn't good at all. My wife and I were trying for a second.
Okay, where is he?
He just ran off to go wrap his junk in ice, man. Gotta work up today.
Okay, good.
There he goes. Now he's dead. What are those outfits? I mean, I get that they're supposed to like match the theme, but damn, the freaking
Right?
stupidest looking fucking guard. I want you guys to be as visible as possible to our enemies.
They don't exactly fit in with the camouflage with the snow, do they?
Right? I want you guys to stand out from at least a mile away. That way we'll be nice and intimidating.
Okay. Doing good so far. Good amount of health. He's gone. That's good.
Nice.
Alright. What objectives do I have at the moment? Obtain flight plans
flight
from
plan.
safe.
Well, that doesn't seem like it could go too wrong, unless they blow up the safe.
Nah, that's pretty
Which
safe.
is off. I was gonna say, in this game, you never quite know what can explode.
Yeah, again,
I
I go
wouldn't
by
have thought that,
GoldenEye
like,
rules.
That little floating monitor from the last episode, the guy straight up didn't even aim for you. He just went for the monitor to piss you off. Oh boy. Whoop. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Okay. I'm gonna just wait for them to come to me.
Nice.
And, ammo is definitely a concern.
Oh, I see. Wait, don't you have 56 rounds? Or is that not as much as it seems? I guess it's fully automatic, so...
This gun goes through ammo extraordinarily quick.
I was gonna say, but you just headshotted that dude. Oh, nice. Now you're back up to 72.
Alright, we're doing
There we
good.
go. Doing good.
I tend to do this thing where if someone catches me by surprise, I whip around and shoot bullets everywhere.
Waste the whole clip.
Yep, exactly.
You know, Nick, you're
Oh,
getting into
that's
some
not
real...
good.
You know, Nick, you're getting into some real trouble. You just blow that whistle. I got you back. Knuckles doesn't need any ammunition.
Okay,
Okay.
I picked up 3 guns. I don't know how.
Oh, you're running up a down escalator. Mission failed.
You have a license to kill, not to break the airport security rules.
Whoa, 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 miss. We're gonna need you to turn right back around there. Yes, sir.
I think there's a guard that spawns behind me coming up.
Do you want your shoelaces to get caught? No, sir.
I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed in you.
I understand. Have you ever watched one of those YouTube videos where like a guy will be riding down an escalator and he's holding a pie and the person coming up the escalator takes the pie to the face and they can't catch him because they're going the opposite ways?
I have not. Oh,
It's a classic kind of humor, but damn it if it isn't pretty funny.
hey, I always enjoy a good pie to the face.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of a reminder of a simpler time.
Yeah.
But the reaction of some of the people is like, I mean, it's not like he took your wallet or like stabbed you, it's a pie to the face. They act like they've just been molested. It's hilarious.
Like someone murdered their wife.
Yeah, like they try to kill the poor guy, and all that ends up happening is they just get hurt for real because they like try to jump an escalator. Like they aren't hurt at all until they hurt themselves. That's what makes the videos so funny.
Okay, there's no threat in here.
Yeah, I was gonna say that guy's just in the corner pissing his pants. Oh God, she doesn't see me.
Just
If I don't
stay
move, she
down.
can't see me. Where's that? Oh, that's what that is.
Yeah, the door for some reason is built like a tank, but the bulletproof glass, however, shatters like glass. Because it's glass.
Because it's mostly glass, yes.
I love
Hey,
how
there we
this
go.
game brings out the absolute, like, minimal in commentary for me.
It works. If nothing else, it's a damn fine playthrough.
Yeah, you just have to admire my technical skill as opposed to my sardonic wit. There he
Yeah,
is.
I do love your sugar tits.
Didn't Mel Gibson say that when he got arrested?
Sugar tits?
And he went on that, like, anti-Semitic tirade? Yeah, because he called the arresting officer sugar tits, I think. That was before he went on the anti-Semitic rant, but...
Yeah, I was gonna say that if he had just stopped there, it would have been like the funniest arrest ever.
Yeah, well, essentially he just ruined his career after that point, but...
Well, actually, he did go on to keep making movies, and
He did?
I think.
Mel Gibson?
I don't think they were particularly good.
Okay,
Not
we're
only
just...
that, though, but he can always rally up the conservative Christian base
We're gonna just...
since he made The Passion.
We're gonna just take the cheap way out here and put ourselves at a slight disadvantage for the next stage, but beat this one for sure.
Hey, a win is a win. Oh boy. GGGG. She just right. Door open. She's like a whole room full of armed guards and just boop. Nah.
Okay. Alright, unopposed.
Air Force One, really? That's awesome.
Well, how are we supposed to save the president without going on Air Force One?
I just love how like how straight-faced this game is about everything.
Aliens and presidential abductions and yeah,
Right?
all the straight face.
all in a day's work for Joanna Dark.
And it's only Tuesday.
Also, that is like the most heavily armored, combat-ready Air Force One I think I have ever seen.
It can both save the president and bomb China with a nuke all in one trip.
I was gonna say it's like a freaking own whatchamacall, like Death Fortress.
Yeah, the Doomsday
This is
planes.
I was gonna say this is clearly post-Trump presidency.
Well, the game is set in like 2023 when America has its first black president.
Oh, so America's great again.
Well, according to Trump, we didn't get great until we erased the legacy of our first black president. But you know, what a
Oh,
twist. We got time for another episode, or what do you think?
Oh hell yeah, dude! We're only at 40 minutes. We got this.
Yeah, and this is a pretty short mission.
And by we, I mean you. And by me, I mean drinking
Got
scotch.
Jason Statham protecting the president there.
Yeah, seriously. That's the president? Why
This is the president.
Oh, I was gonna say, why is the president wearing a fucking velvet suit?
Can we move on to other matters?
Now let me make you a deal, Mr. Ambassador. Mr. President? Yeah, you talking to me?
Damn it, man.
Oh man, it takes a man with certain, like, criminal sensibilities to even dare to put on a suit like that, you know?
You know that suit is made out of the stuff they used to make those velvet ropes that tie things off at the museum?
Yes. There's like only 2 markets in the whole world for velvet clothing, and that's like 80-year-old women and, you know, made men. There was this one summer where I went to Pittsburgh just, you know, to do something different with a summer vacation, and I stayed with my grandmother, and I got a job at a gas station just in downtown Pittsburgh because, you know, it was an experience that I've never had before.
Yeah.
And one day, no joke, this guy walks in dressed head to toe in velvet. He buys a Pepsi and he goes, "Excuse me, young man. Can you perhaps give me directions to the correctional institution?"
Knuckles!
And thus Knuckles was born.
I feel like you walked into the prequel to My Cousin Vinny or something.
Yes, that's what it felt like. I'm like, this dude is like a walking stereotype. But I'm pretty sure if I gave him any smart-ass comments, he could kill me.
Well, he'd have, like, shot you or something.
Well,
Well,
at the
not
very
to get-
least, the guy weighed like a solid 260 pounds, so... excuse me, young man. Yes, sir?
He was gonna go pick Big Mike and Skinny Rick out of jail after, you know,
That's
they didn't say nothing to the feds.
And just remember, son, I was not here. Yes, sir.
Okay, so our cover's been blown, which is fine.
That was quick.
Which is fine because we're gonna write up the dumbwaiter.
I was gonna say, is he...
We're gonna scrunch
Boy,
ourselves into the dumbwaiter.
I can't wait for my bacon, egg, and cheese omelet to arrive. When all of a sudden Joanna Dark just peers out with a gun.
Hey, you got your
Aw.
baked potato, buddy? How's it taste? Okay,
So,
these
dude,
guys
if
are all
you
gonna
ever-
try to shoot me.
If you ever find yourself with a surplus of spending money, remind me. You, me, and Sarah, the next time you visit, really need to do a day down in French Lick, which is, even if we don't stay there, is like pretty much the swankiest hotel you'll ever see this side of the Midwest.
Sounds pretty cool.
Well, and they have the
No, if you
best
walk in with the gun, the
breakfast-
president will listen to you.
They have the best breakfast buffet you've ever seen in your life. It's amazing.
Okay, we've convinced the president that his top administrator is a traitor, and now my alien friend is going to help me fight off the other aliens who are here to take the president hostage.
Why are the aliens taking the president hostage?
Because Trent Easton, unbeknownst to him, is working for the Skedar race, which is at war with the alien race that I saved in Area 51.
Oh my god.
So we basically just landed ourselves right in the middle of alien war.
So wait a minute. That guy in the velvet suit was the president's top advisor?
Yes.
If only there was a giveaway that could have let him know he was a traitor.
Now he's human. That doesn't necessarily excuse his lack of sense of Earth fashion.
Hey, Mr. President, you gonna wait here, and me and my boy Jimmy, we're gonna go do a sweep of the premises. I trust
Okay.
you implicitly.
Okay, so because we got to kill these guys quick, we're gonna pop basically drugs to speed up our perception of time.
That dude's head just like cocked at an angle a head isn't supposed to cock.
That would have been so
Nope.
much better if Trent Easton was an alien and he's just wearing that because he thinks that's Earth attire, you know?
This is what Earth people wear. Now, remember, Mr. President, it's very important that no matter what kind of booming noises you hear, stay in this room and do not attempt to arm yourself, okay? You gotta trust me. Yes, sir. I trust you completely. God bless America, Mr. President. Oh,
Okay.
boarding an alien craft?
Nah, I just wanted to pick up the guns that were left behind. Like I said, ammo becomes a little bit of a precious commodity.
Nice. This is some pretty cool level design.
The levels were very unique from one to another. Okay, this is the troubled spot, right?
I mean, for Area 51, it kind of felt... I was getting kind of warehouse fatigue, but this level kind of brings it right back. I'm really liking the like, whole death shootout on a plane. That's pretty cool. Oh God, he just shot the president. Now, Mr. President, I thought I told you to.
Oh God! We're both reloading.
Fortunately, I have my anti-bullet shield on here.
Yeah, the president can take hits like a pro.
Yeah, right.
And I'm out of ammo.
Oh shit! Guess you have to punch him.
I've got the Avenger. I should be okay.
You just avenge that man's gonads.
All right.
Whoop, Mr. President, please.
I think there's
You're drunk.
one guard between me and the exit.
Not anymore.
Into the escape pod, Mr. President.
Dude, like, are you actually trying to shoot them all in the penis? Because this is getting hilarious.
I'm trying to shoot, like, chest level to make sure that I hit them. It's just where it's going.
Dude, you get, like, the dick without fail every time.
For the sisterhood.
Yeah, right? You get more dick than Stormy Daniels. Oh.
Who'd have thought our hope for taking down the world's most sinister president was a porn star and her sleazy attorney who's gonna run for president?
I know.
This is like send a creep to beat a creep, right?
I know, right?
It's like Spectre Justice. Send a Spectre to stop a
we finally
Spectre.
figured out that we weren't gonna get anywhere by winning against him in a game of morals. So now it's just a question of who's the most amoral.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Michelle. When they go low, we go high. No, at this point, when they go low, we get a shovel.
Yeah, right.
Well,
did what's her face release her book?
Daniels or Omarosa?
No, not Stormy. Yeah, Omarosa. Did she?
She
did
released
release her
it,
book yet?
but she released her book, I believe, but with no like tapes to bake. No tapes to back up the most salacious thing. She basically just said, "I heard the tapes. You'll have to take my word for it."
Oh, you're shitting me. That's
yeah. So
because if anything,
no.
that actually legitimately could have done damage to him. Like if she caught him like dropping the N bomb or something like that, that could have done it. But
I can't believe that there's
Maybe.
any one thing that would take him out at this point.
no, we're stuck with him for a minimum of 2 more years.
Anywho, so at this point, the plane crashes in Alaska, and we got to cover the biggest map in the game, and it's horrifying because a guy can sneak up behind you with an AK or with the 7 Avenger and like wipe your playthrough 15 minutes into it. So it's like
Oh,
Area
shit.
51 all over again.
Or the battle with what is it? The Quiet or the End? Was it the Quiet or the End? The sniper in Metal Gear 3.
It was basically the same concept. It was the end, but
Quiet was Metal Gear Solid 1. The End was Metal Gear Solid.
no, Sniper Wolf was Metal Gear Solid 1, the end was Metal Gear Solid 3, and then Quiet was Metal Gear Solid 5.
Oh right.
Yeah,
I'm
seeing
retarded.
Oh, and for good measure, one of the beauties for Metal Gear Solid 4 also challenged you to a sniper battle.
Yeah,
seen
but
seen a
going
theme
back
here?
to my yes, I am going back to my original point. The End, greatest boss fight in the Metal Gear series. Just
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
throw that out there for next time.
All right, so I think this is a good place to end the episode. Sorry again that my commentary drops to a screeching halt or a rock bottom with Perfect Dark, but hey, after this game, I'll be right up to my sardonic wit again.
Do I sound like I'm bored, Nick?
I'm greatly enjoying an excuse to run through this game because, boy, I played through this for one very hot summer, just locked up in my room every day after band camp, which was for an entire month during the summer. I'd go upstairs, and I had my little, 14 by 14-inch TV and my fan because, that was high technology back then, and I just played this game until I could beat it.
That is one hot summer. Dude,
Anywho.
well, no, actually, I can really appreciate what you're saying because that's exactly how I played through Metroid Prime. And to this day, that game is still like the most atmospheric game I've ever played. Not because the technology or setting is so much better, but just the manner in which I played it. I played it with headphones on with like a little, like you said, like 14 by 14 TV. So it kind of was like peering through a window into another world. It was, yeah. I love games that do that.
Ask me about my opinion on Metroid Prime, by the way, on the next episode. I have some thoughts on that. Good thoughts.
Excellent.
So,
Well
all
then,
right, well, hey,
next
that has
time
been
on
fun.
Play the Hits.
Thanks for being being the passenger on this one, and we'll catch you again, maybe tomorrow for another episode.
Thank you for being my friend, Nick. See you next time.
You guys done with your episode yet? I really need to go outside.
Don't make me come over there, Rex.
Are you gonna take me outside, Knuckles?
I promise nothing.
Oh man.